Theo James has already been recognized as a bona fide heartthrob since his breakout role in the Divergent series, alongside co-star Shailene Woodley, but this leading man is still a bit of a mystery. Having made his mark as a talented and smouldering leading man, his fanbase has grown by leaps and bounds, and the parts keep pouring in. James, however, is not one to relish the spotlight. The notoriously private actor doesn't do social media, so it's tough to keep tabs on him. Luckily, he does do interviews, so we've been able to dig up some dirt on the British star. James isn't his last name. His full name is Theodore Peter James Kinnaird Taptiklis. He is Greek on his father's side. His grandfather reportedly left Greece during the Nazi invasion and joined up with the Allied forces. James decided to change his name after deciding to try his hand at acting. He has a degree in philosophy. Before pursuing his acting career, he pursued a degree at Nottingham University, where he earned a degree in philosophy. In an interview, he said, "I was interested in asking questions and having discussions about the meaning of life." Apparently, he uses his background in philosophy to try and connect with his characters on a deeper level. He fell into acting by accident. After graduating from the University of Nottingham, his girlfriend at the time wanted to try out for drama school. He went along for the ride and ended up getting in. The girlfriend, however, did not. He was in Downton Abbey. The franchise that skyrocketed Theo James to Hollywood fame had to be the Divergent series, but he was in another famous series before that, even if it was only for a short while. If you're a die-hard fan of British period drama, then you would recognize him from his single yet memorable appearance in Downton Abbey as the ill-fated Kemal Pamuk. Let's just say a steamy night with Lady Mary turned out to be his last. He does his own stunts. No one faults actors for having stunt doubles, since some scenes can call for some pretty dangerous exploits, but James isn't having any of that. When asked whether he did his own stunts during an interview with the Today team, he responded, "I do, yes, which is fun because, being an actor, sometimes you hang around on set a lot and you're waiting around in the trailer, so when you can do a bit of running and sweating, it can be good." He's also a musician. Outside of his acting career, James was the lead singer and guitarist for the London-based band Shere Khan. The band performed in many concerts and became a fan favourite, but it eventually got disbanded sometime around late 2012, as all the members were looking for musical endeavours independently. He plays harmonica and can play the piano. He was also set to star in a musical in London's West End called City of Angels, but unfortunately the season was cut short due to the coronavirus safety measures in place. He does voiceover work too. Actors love acting no matter the medium, and James has not been shy about lending his voice to some pretty big animated productions. Lately, he voiced Drakir in the Netflix hit The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance and has been voicing Hector for Castlevania, also on Netflix, for 3 seasons. His deep, clear voice is probably one of his greatest strengths, so don't be surprised to hear his voice in more animated works in the future. He would be joining a long list of actors who have voiced multiple famous characters. He's an ambassador for the UNHCR. The UNHCR, or the UN Refugee Agency, is an agency that specifically supports the needs of those who are displaced around the world. Like with any organization, they have their celebrity volunteers, whom they have christened high-profile supporters, and Theo James is one of them. He considers it a deeply personal undertaking, as his own ancestors were refugees. He has a production company. Not content with only appearing in front of the camera, James is going to be doing a lot more behind the scenes. He and producer Andrew D. Corkin recently launched their own production company called Untapped, which will tackle projects in the US and the UK. While our primary focus is genre and thriller, we are drawn to stories of conflicted humanity that force viewers to question how they would react when faced with real or existential threats. James told Deadline when he described the type of projects his production company would focus on. He was a Lord of the Rings superfan. Armed with a philosophy degree, it's probably no secret that Theo James likes to read, but when he was younger, it was a passion shared by the whole family. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, James shared how Lord of the Rings brought his family together in his earlier days. That was a massive thing in our family, so when all the movies came out, we all went to see them on Christmas together.